Howdy y'all, welcome back to Dad Tries to Play Ostranauts. Let's get going. So as we're loading in here, maybe we're coming to a conclusion for our meat mystery? Maybe? I think I have all the bits now that have been described to me. Let's get spawned in here and see what's what. Okay. And if you're just popping in, as you can see, we've expanded a bit. We needed just a bit more room, and this was a nice way to do it, and added some airlocks. That way we can get around to a ship if we need to. I thought we might need them, but I don't know. Maybe not. Let's go back to Kalag now that our warrants are paid, or you know, I hope they are. We'll look just a second, see if we can figure out if that's so or not. Don't want to have to murder every law enforcement officer on the station. I think we can find that by clicking on ourselves. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Through a public enemy. We have plenty of cash. We may just take this. We've also got Friendly's PDA. Let's see. Oh, look at you, huh? Beneficent image of Administrator Lao Ding, leader of Tharsis Landing, inviting the viewer to a golden week of national holidays celebrating Tharsis Landing's 50th year since colonization. Interesting. Micro G dance challenges, like we've seen that one. So you don't have anything in here. Let's connect to our PDA. So I was hoping to do this bit at Kaleg. And I'll be able to. Let's check our socials. No, yes, let's check our socials. There we go. So I'm sure we have picked up a bunch more things. Yeah, Jason, sorry about that, buddy. I was trying to, well, I was trying to get away, let's be honest. Let's go see what we can do about our crimes. Original Renegade? Let's be honest here, buddy. I'll put your name down there with K-Leg Holler, and as soon as guns are available. Okay, very good. Let's come on about. Perfect. Let's get on in here and get docked, and maybe we run across law enforcement, maybe not. You are going to let us, okay. In spite of carrying a known fugitive. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, the big question is, do I want to take my crate with me? Kind of no. Well, let's just in case, right? Let's come out with nothing. Oh, Jason, you're still there, buddy. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. I mean, let's find ourselves some coveralls. I don't have my... Right. Hang on, one of you is so good. Yeah, you're so good. Yeah, of course, right. Doesn't happen there. Just sales. Went to zone 1. Okay, that's fine. No. There we go. Alright, we'll put that in the pocket. Let's go and see about... Somebody's going to tell us what they think about goat parts in a fashion that will tell us what we need to do. We had it before. There we go. Perfect. Let's give that a pause. 4 limbs, 2 horns, 1 eye, and stack them like a pyre. Strike down upon this holy assembly and watch as righteousness strikes its heart. The infernal corruption withers, and the puppet masters who birthed it tremble. Okay. So, 4 limbs, 2 horns. And 1 eye. Stack them like a pyre. Alright. And then strike them, we're going to need our machete. I can carry that. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna have to drag it about. Oh, you're not law enforcement. Never mind. Alright, I suppose here is as good a place as any. Now, stack them like a pyre. Two horns. And an eye. I don't... Yeah, I can't stack them like that. I don't think this is what I want. Right now I can just pick up and inspect. Okay. I mean, maybe I need to do this in a particular spot, but it certainly doesn't say that. Alright, so we will do the same thing here. Let's get that clear. I wish you didn't get a prox alarm for the planet when you're in close proximity to K-Lag. Minor annoyance, though. Alright. So let's do the same thing here. Everything on the ground. All we have on us is a salvage permit. Not even going to take my PDA. So, we're drowsy. You know what we should do. It keeps coming up. Yep, we should take care of that. There's a closer one. Okay. Let's go and take care of our business. Perfect. Alright. I think I want to go to Mescaform. The old Emporium. I'd like to come up here. Yep. And I want to buy myself a bed. Should probably buy a TV too, huh? Alright, we're gonna buy a TV. I really like the idea of these. We've never had them. We can get away with 2, right? Good. Oh. 50K. Oof. Still. We could squeeze that in. No, we're gonna do it. Alright. Citadel Zone 1. My good man. We still have, what, 180K to manage our adventures. And we could also make use of our newly created airlocks. No, we don't have space for that. Ooh. Alright. We gotta get this back to the ship quick. We're across 5-0, and we have to leave it there. Okay. Let's oh, we can stash it. We can at least put it down here. Yeah, we don't really have a good spot. Okay, that's okay. Let's get on in here and we'll figure that out. That is a big boy. Okay. I don't know where I'm going to put that. You guys should probably go like right here. Yeah. We'll put one on the other side like that. Oh yeah, I need my... Hang on. Just take the tools. There you go. There, okay, we're gonna run a little bit long. There we go. And let's get you installed sort of right here. Now, if we lose something in one of our vents, it'll turn it off. That feels great, especially as we egress. We don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's get you installed, and then we'll figure out how much space we need for this. We've had one, it's just been so long I don't remember. Okay, so you need... you could go right there. Okay. So maybe we move the door around in here. Put you on the wall. Alright, we put the door here. Maybe here. Yeah. And then you can go on the wall. Maybe we just plunk it down here and worry about it later. I think we will. We've got one way out already. So having that extra redundancy is nice, but not necessary. Yeah, let's just do that. I didn't even put the TV in there. Now hopefully we can get some sleep and get restored. It's very nice. Let's get this plunked down. We'll plunk the TV down right where it is. Right there. Yep. Now, air shortages in Tharsis. Interesting. I'm hoping to hear something about meat. Positive. The positive potential proteins or whatever. Yeah. So that takes care of that bit of selling and buying and installing. Let's... Man, you are moving slow, buddy. What's wrong? You're fatigued, you're dizzy, you're blacking out. Hey, you want to talk about goat parts? I can talk to you about anything, and you look like a man who's seen some stuff. Don't feel like chatting? Okay. Alright, I'm stumped. I think I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to try some combinations of things and see. So, alright, this is a permutation problem. My math is really bad. So, but this is a permutation and replacement. It's permutation with duplicates. Let's see what we're looking at here. Dividing the permutation by the factorial of the number of objects that are identical. Okay. Let me actually not be standing around while I do math like that. Probably gonna come over here and push off. So let's see. Ooh, stack exchange. There we go. Counting permutations of duplicate items. Everybody has this. Everybody has the simplest option. All right. So if I want to put them on my own floor, I kind of don't, but I want to put them on my own floor. All right, 3 and 4. Should have maybe tried stabbing meat. I wonder if you get a different result. We'll maybe try that in the next one if we get just completely stuck here. This is the closest pyre look that I can think of. Right? We tried this one. So maybe, let's see. What do we do? Hoof. Eye. That feels the best, I guess. Also wonder if I'm as far as I'm supposed to get. I don't know. Okay. I may try some permutations off camera here. Howdy y'all, just jumping in here. While I was running through combos, we've been pulled over. So I may stitch this into the last episode, or this may be the beginnings of the new one. We're just going to wait here and see what happens. Yep. Okay, yep. Hey. Alright, where did you... Yeah. Stand up. Long for a better life. Okay, so we may have to fight this one out. All right. Sorry, Alicia. What are you getting? Oh, you're coming back with something. Okay. Okay, so. we're just becoming a criminal in service of the meat. Let's just slide you back on back here. It may actually lock the door on you. Although you should probably know your own pins. I would like having the cool, super good antenna. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a screeny here. There we go. Oh, don't make it the whole size of there. That's the stuff. All right. Are you, Alicia, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so you're not gonna make it. Sorry. I don't have my PDA. Alright. But it looks like we've got us a little something to do here in the next one. There we go. I was looking back over footage, and you can see we've got the eye selected there, and there's a big number 3 right there that says install. So, all right, I've got my machete. You've got all the tools. Yes, you do. All right. So you still need you. And we'll take it out of the pack. I'm assuming we need the laser to burn all this stuff together. I don't know. All right. Let's see what happens. Look at you. Okay. So now I need, we can make a little space for you, I suppose. All right. I mean, why not? It's also super gross. Okay, let's it's horrifying. It's awesome. Okay. Let's get this slowed down. Well, that's gnarly. Okay. Now I gotta go clean all that up. Commence the ritual. Alright, let's clean these up. The grisly intent. Okay. Interesting. Just staring out at the strange assemblage of harvested organs, the world around you begins to quiver and bend. A dark shadow beneath the idol grows and spreads like ink dropped in a pool of still water until everything around you but your body and the makeshift totem is black. I will leave the rest of it to read for you if you like while I read it myself. Long dead nav station, covered in narrow wires. Okay. Lesser Key of Solomon. Interesting. All right, well, let's make a note here. It's probably not gonna matter, but I don't think there are... Don't imagine we're going to come back here for anything. Alright. Reaching from the central deck, you find 3 corridors leading to deeper cabins of specialized design. To your left, there is a laboratory. To your right are crew quarters. And ahead of you, down the longest corridor, is the reactor room. Well, let's examine them in order, huh? Why not? Rust and genetic surgical equipment. Now vacant. Warm viscous liquid. Gross. One flickers to life and dies out again. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm skilled in hacking, so... One Professor Park Hyun Lee. The name you recognize. Professor Lee is a notorious figure in the system, a once constant presence in the tabloid media. Formerly a renowned academic at the Korean School for Biotechnology on Kapyong Station in the Martian system, his doctorate was revoked when he published a manifesto on the benefits of gene splicing between and among species. After losing his post, Professor Lee moved on to work in various high-level corporate roles, including as Chief Development Officer of Hyun Lee Petware and Chief Research Specialist at Brave New Worlds, LLC. Okay. Let's check out the crew quarters. 2 bunks, lockers, sink and toilet. Yep. 4 lab coats, long ago white, hang on the wall beside each bed. Your eyes adjust, however, the scene revolves into something far more strange. The massive conduits on every surface run towards the bunks and up into the beds. There they disappear into a long form under age-brown sheets, spotted with rust-colored stains. Remove the sheets. Requires Craven. Interesting. You're too terrified to dare peel back the sodden sheets. You think you spot a pair of cloven hooves protruding from the bottom. Alright, reactor room it is. The environment around you grows hotter and more humid with every step you take down the long corridor into the deepest bowels of the ship. As the world behind you recedes from both memory and view, the one ahead defies your understanding. Before long, you find that a reddish musculature has begun to grow on the snaking conduits beneath you. Viscous blood pools around your feet with every soft step. Deeper in, the meat gives way for portions of skin, and deeper still, patches of bristly hair. After what feels like more steps than the corridor demanded, you enter a darkened engineering chamber. Before you on the far wall, where the reactor should be, you instead find a massive throne of viscera, muscle, conduit, and bone. Sitting perfectly still upon it is a human-shaped creature of monstrous scale. Though it appears to be sleeping, you can sense it is very alive. The creature is breathing in time with the ship, and all the conduits run to its throne like arteries to a beating heart. Mingled with its more human form, the creature shows the unmistakable features of a goat. A distended snout. Ungulagrade legs. Interesting, that's a new word I learned. With cloven hooves, and two huge horns on its head suggest that suggest a causal lethality. Its meaty muscles are obscene in their size and proportion. Bristly hair bristles gathers at its otherwise nude waist and upper thighs. The hair fails to conceal the creature's overly large phallus, the upward curve of which produces in you an unsettling mixture of emotions. Sitting beside the throne is a scepter of spine leading to an ornamental goat skull. From its sprouts a pair of shattered horns, forming many sharp points. So, approach with caution, charge in unprepared, and strike it down. I mean, we've been solving things with violence, yeah? So let's continue. You reach your target when the goat man extends a hand and touches you. You feel your muscles shiver off your bones as the meat of your heart spasms. Death comes. Oh. Wow. Took us out. I mean, we gotta find out what the other ending is. So I'm gonna pause, reload, and I'll come back to that. Be right back. And we're back. We're going to approach with caution. You take a few halting steps toward the center of the chamber where the reddish glow is pooled before the throne like a spotlight. Where you reach the throne, the creature's eyes flick open and find your own. The eyes are wide set, golden yellow, a long black rectangular pupil that runs parallel to the ground. You have goat's eyes. You stand in the spotlight and meet the creature's gaze for what feels like an eternity. As you do, a terror builds in your mind like static, a wave of noise growing in volume, through which you can distantly discern a voice breaking through, like a transmission from far away. The voice merges and coalesces, breaks through the static, and before long is as clear to you as if it were spoken. The words present to you in a warm, syrupy tenor, but are laced with the shiver of a panicked animal being led to slaughter. We run or purge? Alright, let's try and solve it with violence again. The voice asks you who you are and why you've come. The question resonates in your mind against a deep and primal fear that gives way to rage. How dare this monstrosity question your intention? You, an enlightened and evolved creature being challenged by an atavistic freak of science or hell, one even lower than any terrestrial beast. And yet there remains a similarity between you and the monster. The congruity is more awful and terrifying than any you've ever felt. I'd challenge it, attack directly, set up a trap. Are we skilled in spaceship engineering? Maybe? Ooh. Breaking free of the freakish gaze of the fiend, you dart past the being into a shadowy corner of the room in search of abandoned materials with which to build a trap. Maybe you can lure it into a position of weakness. It has minions. I do not think I am a genius. You hear a terrible beating behind you, accompanied by the clatter of hooves beating the ground. return just in time to see three nimble, snarling satyrs charging headlong into the room. Their eyes are bloodshot and crazed, and they close upon you with impossible speed. Just before they reach you, the piercing command of the Goat King rings out in your mind so loud that you wince in pain and are forced down to the ground. When you open your eyes, the three smaller beasts staring down at you stock still with expressions of hatred. I mean, we gotta... Can I? Maybe? Finish them off? And then slay the abomination. As the fiend sits before you, you know in your heart what must be done. Well, I mean, I can hack and slash. Eagle grinder. Unprepared. No, we'll hack and slash. Steeling yourself against the fear, you remind yourself that you brought a weapon into the portal for this very purpose. As you retrieve it, the Goat King stands from his throne and picks up his spinal scepter beside him. Okay. Oh, you stand and swing at the injured leg, a blow that sends the Goat King kneeling as if waiting to be knighted. With your last ounce of strength, you bring your weapon down upon its filthy head. It splits open, and the king collapses. The ship continues to sputter and groan around you. Knowing your work here is done, pry the spinal scepter from the king's grasp and return to the shimmering portal at the nav station in the center of the ship. You step through it and return to the world you left behind. In your hand, you find the scepter, the only evidence you'll ever have of the horrible encounter. Okay. We're hungry, drowsy, and in pain. And we have now Spinal Scepter, a remarkable weapon formed from the skull and spine of a massive goat-human hybrid, barbaric to some, effective nonetheless. It allows both piercing and slashing through most protective gear. That's pretty fascinating. Okay. So there's one more ending in here, and that is, it sounded like you could beg for mercy, submit. I'm going to try that one too, huh? So what I'm going to pause here. I'm going to drop a save, and then I'll reload into a previous save, because I want to continue with this one. But I want to see what the other one does. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to start with hide here. It has minions. Okay, so that's going to be the same. Appeal to reason. Interesting. Okay. Can I? Slay the abomination. Okay. Surrender, beg for release. That's what we're looking for. Interesting. Learning you are not alone with the king changes the equation. If you had ever hoped to slay this horrible beast, that hope is curdled into a desperate need to escape this place with your life intact. You make your way back to the shimmering distortion near the nav station and slip through. It vanishes before you, leaving an acrid taste in your mouth and the nagging weight of unanswered questions. Okay. Not super wild about that one. Oh, and you can't go again. Interesting. Let me reload and pop right back in and see if we can't come up with a third ending, and then we'll probably call it good. So maybe I am missing... I wonder if there are other endings. Maybe I'm missing a skill. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. When we come back in the next one, we're gonna disassemble our altar and clean up because it's gross. And then I think we're gonna pick up some of these guys. Let's see if we can close our death investigation. We've got a couple of things, people who asked to come see us for stuff. Maybe we'll figure out how to pay off our bill, but it looks like we are we're in rough shape with respect to that. It is entirely possible we will use our airlock and grab some things out of here to get ourselves on a refit. Like I could put the really good antennas here. That'd be nice. We got lots of options. I'm gonna end the episode here. If you've got any tips or tricks for me, I'd love to hear them. As always, thanks for watching.